Well, Mikel, I'm thinking back to your pre-match interview. What was it? You said, be the team, end the wait. How proud are you that they have?
So proud. We discussed it. It was the moment, and it was with the right people, with the right players, and we had to make it happen. And there were going to be moments that we have to suffer, and we knew that. And I think the team was excellent, individually and collectively. You need a big performance. You need the crowd to turn up and do what they've done for the team as well. So it feels like a big win.
Was the whole 90 minutes though a bit of a journey? Like it's almost like the crowd, the team didn't quite believe at the start, and gradually, through the match, it came and you got on top.
Yeah, you are right. I think the way we started, we conceded on the corner the first chance after nothing really happens, after we grabbed the game and some control and we looked a threat. In the second half, I think we started really good. We could not convert that in goals, but we were there and we were really aggressive. And then the changes, I think, really helped as well. The moment we brought the three last new energy, the quality that they produced in the goal was top.
So in that first period, what problems did they give you? It was like the start of the build-up, basically, with David Raya, wasn't it? What issues did they give you? It's like a little game of cat and mouse, isn't it?
They give you a lot. We gave them a lot of issues as well in the high press. When you see the big teams putting pressure, it's not easy to get out, and you have to read situation. You need the right timing, the right support, the right movement, and a lot of times it's not easy because the distance of those passes are big. But what I like is the courage. It doesn't happen, and keep doing it. It's the team that we are, and we have to continue to do that. And the crowd needs to understand that if not, shout at me because it's my fault.
Yeah, there was what was it, about 20-25 minutes in, you were kind of G'ing them up, weren't you?
For sure, because you're going to have these moments against this team and you're going to give balls away in this phase. If not, you have to kick it long every single time. But they had as well a lot of problems and they have to be direct, and you have to manage the emotions there and make sure that you don't get caught on things that you don't want to get caught against this team, for sure.
You actually had, I think, quite a nice moment with David Raya at full time as a big hug. Can you tell us a little bit of what you said?
I think he was excellent and he can misplace one or two passes, and I demand him to stop the ball when he needs to get clarity, to get understanding, to provoke the opponents. But then overall, the way he controlled the box, the aerial when he came on, how dominant he was, how high he played, I think it was excellent. I love players with big courage, and David certainly has big ones.
Talking of players with courage, Martinelli, 1, to get himself fit, and 2, to come on and win the game.
Another one with big ones as well, because nobody expected him to be in the team. The features weren't really having it, and he said, I'm going to be there, and yesterday he turned up, he was in training, and he said, I'm ready to go, and Leo got injured, and we needed him, and I looked, and he was already dressed up, ready to go. So it's just a job of a kid to work.
So after the pain at the back end of last season, to obviously beat them in the Community Shield on penalties, but to beat them here today in a Premier League match, what will it do more than the 3 points?
It's just part of the journey, and you learn from every defeat, from every time that you don't get what you want. But the team is so willing, with the attitude, the application that they put in. It's just a joy to work for them, and today they deserve to live these moments, and we have to carry on.
It could have been a bit more straightforward, couldn't it? Could have been against 10 men, I think.
I don't know. I've seen the action, but that's done, and we managed to win the game, and we are all happy.
Job done. Well done.
Thank you.
Guys, well played. Arsenal have had to wait a long time for that victory over Manchester City. Gabby, to be the man who comes on and gets the goal, how good does it feel?
No, I'm not the man. I think everyone has your part in this victory. I scored the goal, but was the whole team, the staff and the fans as well. It was everyone, and as you said, I'm happy and the team is happy as well.
More than 3 points?
For sure, everyone knows how hard it is to play against them, even when they play away, But as I said before, it's not impossible to beat them, we have to congratulate them to how they work, how they play. But it's our home, we had to try everything, run, fight, and with the ball be efficient to score goals. I'm very happy for Gabi. He come on and help us. That show how strong our team is. So congrats for everyone.
And what about for you? You basically staggered in here. You're so exhausted. How hard do you have to work to beat Man City?
Well, it's not easy. Play 3 games in 1 week, 90 minutes. And I did it. I think I'm back with my fitness. like I always been, like fighting, running everywhere, helping the team without the ball. So today I can run and help them. But like Gab says, whole team played amazing, and we won the game. That's why.
Gabby, what about your fitness? When you limped off against Everton, I mean, how quickly after that were you thinking City's the target?
Yeah, after that moment, I just tried to give my best in my recovery, and try to be ready for the next game. And yeah, luckily it was for this game, and I helped the team, and I'm so happy with the victory and my fitness as well.
Yeah, and the same question I asked Gabby, really. Above the 3 points, more than 3 points to beat Man City, what does it do for that dressing room?
It gives more confidence, We know our potential, and we know how tough it is to play against them. And yeah, today we beat them, and just give us more confidence to carry on.
Hey guys, well done.
Thank you.
What a super sub he was today. Mikel Richards is with us, so too Theo Walcott, who played in and scored in the last Arsenal team.
Every time. He's not mentioned it.
To beat Man City, but it's worth mentioning it because it's 2015. It was 8 years ago when it happened. Incidentally, Gary Neville's also going to join us from commentary. He tipped, remember, Arsenal to win the title this season. I was just thinking, Theo, it was a good job Arsenal didn't take that draw.
Yes, very much so. Well, looking at the stats, obviously the possession was very even. It could have walked away with a draw. But, yeah, very pleased that the ball deflected off Nathan's head, Ake's head.
Did you see that moment coming, in truth?
In truth, no. I felt it started to just fade away the game. It started to feel like a bit of a pre-season feel where everyone was tending to happy with the point. But it's credit to Arsenal and credit to sort of Mikel's messages to his team that, it always go to last minute, and there'll be people that probably would have left maybe as well, beating the traffic. But I feel like that pattern's going to change, just like this result. This pattern now is it's great to see. Like I said before, that City are beatable now. I'm really pleased.
Well, you heard it there. It's more than 3 points, certainly in the Arsenal dressing room.
Yeah, I think it's just for their confidence. Looking back to last season, thinking Man City, that's a game that you want to get something from. Today, probably Arsenal would have been happy with a draw, but they get the 3 points. I don't think Arsenal were at their absolute best today, but the way they approached the game was definitely more intelligent. Man City are going to dominate the ball, but I just thought they defended well. I thought Saliba, and we talked about Saliba last season, and I missed him for some key games last season, but this season he's playing the best football of his career, and today again, he was outstanding.
So that moment did come very late on. How? Why? Where was the spark?
Well, the spark was, Mikel's first of all making all these substitutions. Martinelli being a really big key one at the start of the second half, and again he was positive as soon as he got the ball, and you felt like the crowd were getting up for it as well. And Tomiyasu obviously wanders around him, Havertz as well, which is he's set off really lovely here. And yeah, he's got a bit lucky with there, but it doesn't matter. You sort of look for your luck there. But
Tomiyasu coming at left back, Micah.
Yeah, but we talk about risks in football, and he's probably come on to do a defensive job, take off Zinchenko, but he gambled. He's seen the space. He had a little look round there, just anticipating where the ball's going to go, and then gets ahead. Obviously, it's a nice set for Martinelli to go and finish it off. Obviously,
Martinelli just gets that little bit of space.
It does, but that's all you need in this game. Look, the game wasn't the greatest game we've ever watched, but tactically, these games are always going to be like that because Man City are so good, and you've got to time your runs going forward, and Arsenal did it on this particular moment and finished it off.
I think Tomiyasu as well, he's wandered in there because Martinelli is he's gone out so wide, it's just put Kyle Walker in doubt because, Kyle Walker had a very easy first half, should we just say, very different, and that put him in doubt, and his position, he was just slightly out, and yeah, like I say, it doesn't matter how they're going for me.
This should say as well, there's nothing really that Nathan Ake or Edison can do in that situation, Micah.
No, I mean, we can't be critical. I mean, if we're being really critical, you stood still. I think keepers always say to defenders, when someone's in that position and they have a shot, try keep as still as possible, but it's anticipating where the ball's going to be. If it hits the head, it could go somewhere else. It's gone there, hit this side, but you can't put too much blame on him for that.
There was still time. There was 7 or 8 minutes left in the game with stoppages as well for City to have something to show for it.
I just don't think City are at their best. They're getting over the line. Even the games at Leipzig, in the week. 1-1 and they bring on Alvarez, he scores, and Doku scores. But they're not like free-flowing. When they get through the line, so they beat the first press and everything's comfortable, they're on the ball, playing really good football. But it's almost like Haaland, again, was a little bit frustrated. Alvarez has been so good in that pocket, been getting on the ball and sort of playing that Odegaard role. But Odegaard was a little bit quiet today. But that Odegaard, number 10 role, making things happen. But he was out on the right-hand side today, and I don't think he could give exactly what he wanted for the team today.
Only the second time in the Premier League that Haaland has failed to have a shot. Is that a victory in itself for Arsenal's defence?
I think, of course, yeah, Haaland, the amount of goals that he scored last year, obviously at the start of the programme, we sort of enhanced that where every game he was scoring. And to, like you say, Saliba, today, with me, I love to see attacking free-flowing football, and today wasn't the case. Defensively was fantastic to see. And, we want to see goals, but, of course, today, the defence, they won. And they worked on that in the week, I'm pretty sure of that. And you've got to give credit to them because they knew how to play Man City today. It really worked.
And Arsenal fans aren't going to care about that, are they, Mike?
No, it's a 3 points to go away. I mean, we want, as entertainment, we want them to play free-flowing football, so it's going to be end-to-end. But against Man City, you can't do that. You play like that, you get punished, and today they got the win.
And you wonder if actually that's the plan. That was the plan, to reduce it to little moments in the game and hope that you're the team that's going to...
Well, you could see, couldn't you, the energy in the ground from the start. It was all very nervy, all very cagey. Arsenal was a little bit further back. There wasn't pressing as high and at the same pace as usual. It was like, OK, Man City are going to dictate the ball. We know that. We need to make sure when one goes, we all go, but we have to go at the right time. It wasn't just, OK, we're all going and, let's try and make a game of it. It was more like measured and controlled, and that's what I liked about Arsenal's game.
Well, Raya as well made it very nervy for the whole... For me in here, for everyone in the stands, for everyone at home.
But he walks away with a clean sheet, doesn't he?
Exactly, and for me, a goalkeeper is all about keeping clean sheets for me. But it's the whole structure, it worked today for Arsenal. But, I don't want to see Arsenal playing like that. But if they get results against these sort of teams and it works, keep on doing it, I say.
Let's bring you some Manchester City reaction. Bernardo Silva is talking to Pat Davison.
Well, Bernardo, it's a disappointment, obviously, but just how big a setback is that?
Well, it's a setback, but it's still the beginning. We're far away from the end of the season. Obviously, it was not the result that we wanted to get here. But yeah, against a tough opponent at the Emirates is never easy to play.
Did you feel in control of that match for the whole first half?
Well, we felt that the game was tough for both teams. Both teams are very good, very organised, very intense. And it could have gone both ways. In the beginning, we had a few chances. They also had one or two. Then at the end, it's a game that it's decided in a detail, in a deflection. In a moment where, in my opinion, we gave them too much time. We gave them enough time to think and to put the ball in behind, and we have to be a bit more intense in the way we press in those moments, in my opinion. But yeah, it is what it is. It's part of football, and now on to the next one.
Tell us about your role today. Certainly for the first, hour. Were you Rodri?
I was in the position number 6 because that's what the manager asked me to do.
How'd you find it?
No, I'm comfortable there. Obviously, it's not my natural position, but I'm comfortable there, especially with the ball. And without the ball, I was trying to be in between the centre backs and also jumping to one of their holding midfielders. So also it's something that I'm used to do. So yeah, I don't think that's a very big thing. Last season, to be honest, I was a bit more uncomfortable playing as a left back than today as a number 6, which is a position that, even though it's not mine, I'm a bit more comfortable to play there. And yeah, it is what it is. As I said, tough game for us, for us especially because of the outcome, because I don't think we play that bad. But yeah, it's football.
Bit of a blip domestically, the Newcastle game in the League Cup, and then Wolves. Now this. I mean, you guys know exactly what it takes to win. So, does that help you take a mini bad run a bit more in your stride?
Well, definitely some results that we weren't expecting, and we didn't want them to happen. But as I said, for example, last season we won the treble, and there was a point in the season where nothing was going our way, and so you have these moments. It's the way that you overcome these moments that define the team, that define what you are, who you are, and what you can achieve in the end of the season. And we're going to keep fighting for all of for all of the games, knowing that we have tough opponents ahead of us, but we're going for it again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.